Hi everyone, it's Mary with Studio 2.8 TV. In this video, I'm going to go over what a cropped sensor is versus a full frame sensor. I have been teaching photography classes now for over 5 years, and I have found that most new photographers are not aware of the crop factor in their camera caused by the sensor size and what the ramifications of that are. So I'm going to explain it in this video, and then I'm going to demonstrate it for you by shooting with both cameras, one with a full frame sensor and one with a cropped sensor. So I have two cameras. I have a Canon 6D. This is a full frame sensor, which means the sensor size is roughly the same as a 35 millimeter negative, which is 36 by 24 millimeters. The Canon 7D has a smaller sensor, and that is known as a cropped sensor, which is approximately 24 by 16 millimeters. This is also known as an APS-C for Canon or DX for Nikon. Now, in the days of film photography, bigger negatives always produce better quality images, and the same is true for digital cameras. In general, pictures taken on a full frame sensor will appear sharper, have better detail, smoother tones, and a wider range of tones. You will also be able to shoot at higher ISOs on a camera with a full frame sensor versus a cropped sensor because there will be less noise. So in just a minute, I'm going to photograph a flower arrangement. It's behind the camera so you can't see it, and I'm going to photograph it with both cameras with a 100 millimeter lens. And the first one I'm using is my Canon 6D, and remember, this is the full frame sensor. So here we go. And next I'm going to photograph it with my Canon 7D. The 7D has the cropped sensor. It has it's known as a 1.6 ratio. So taking this picture with the 100 millimeter lens, it will appear as if it was taken with a 160 millimeter lens. So cameras that have smaller sensors, cropped sensors, the subject will appear as if it's larger than the same picture taken with a camera with a full frame sensor. So there are definitely pros and cons to using a camera with a cropped sensor. If you're going on a trip to Africa, let's say you're going on a safari, and all you can afford is a 300 millimeter lens. If you use the Canon 7D or another camera similar to it that has the 1.6 crop ratio, the pictures will appear as if they were taken with a 480 millimeter lens. Now, they might not be as clear and as sharp as an image taken with the full frame sensor, but it's kind of a trade-off, and that is why I use both cameras. I use my Canon 6D mainly when I'm shooting portraits or I'm photographing, doing photography early in the morning or late in the day, and I have to use a high ISO. And I use my Canon 7D when I'm in the field and shooting landscapes because subjects will appear larger. So that's it for the cropped sensor video, and in just a moment you'll be able to see the two pictures that I took. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you back here for the next video.